Good. Alejandro, did you have a good weekend?
Yeah, very quiet, nothing very
Nice.
interesting.
It's good though. It's nice to relax a little bit on the weekends. And let me see. Alperen, how are you?
Hi, Sharon. I am good here.
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Alperen, did you have a nice weekend?
Yes, I studied English.
All weekend. Good for you, Alperen. That's a very good way to spend your weekend.
Yes.
Awesome. And let me see. Hi, Trung.
Yeah, hello teacher and everybody. My
How are
name is
you?
Chung. I'm from Vietnam.
Nice to meet you. Trung, what did you do this weekend?
In this weekend, it's also the New Year's, and
No way. This weekend it started Chinese New Year?
oh no, sorry, this weekend, and I with the New Year, and I have a lot of things to do in the New Year for begin the New Year with my business, and I have many plans for New Year, and
That's
now
good though. That's exciting.
Yes,
It's
now
nice to start the new year with a lot of energy,
yes,
with a lot of enthusiasm for new projects and things like that.
yes,
Very cool. Good for you, Trung.
yes.
And let me see. Hi, Raul, Eduardo.
Hi, teacher.
How are you?
Very good. I'm fine. And you?
Yeah, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. Did you have a nice
Well,
weekend?
yes, I have a nice weekend. So worried, but good.
It's always too short, right? It's always so fast. It's
Yeah.
Monday. It's Monday before you even know it.
Yeah, I know.
Like that. Let me see. Hi, Victoria.
Hello.
How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Good. Victoria, did you have a nice weekend?
Yes.
What did you do?
I went skating and I met
Ice skating?
my best friend. Skating, yes. Ice skating. And I was wrong. I said you but we don't celebrate Christmas in Russia, but today we celebrate Christmas. I forgot about this holiday in Russia.
Victoria, how did you forget Christmas?
It's not popular
It's not a big
yes.
holiday. But does that mean that today you didn't go to work? Today you could celebrate?
Yes, I wait my friends.
Mm-hmm.
I invite my friends, and we will make dinner, common dinner.
That's so nice. Excellent. That's a perfect way to celebrate. Good for you. And let me just see. Chang? Did Chang? I think I'm saying your name right. I mean, wrong. Hold on. Let me see. It might be Chang. Sorry. I'm sure I'm saying it wrong. Well, okay, guys, well, we can get started with today's class. In today's class, we are going to talk a little bit about job interviews and applications. So first, as a warm-up question, I wanted to ask you, do you like your job? Are you looking for a different job? So let's see. Alejandro, what about you? Do you like your job?
I'm not working now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a student.
Oh, okay. What kind of job do you want once you're done graduating or once you've graduated?
I'm good. I'm graduated for mechanical engineer.
And then you want to be an engineer?
Yeah.
Cool. And let me see. Alperen, what about you? Are you happy with your job?
Yes,
You want a different
I
job?
like my job. I am a computer engineer. I have graduated. I have been working as embedded software engineer. I like it.
Good. Excellent. And let me see. Chang, what about you? Chang? Trung, what about you? Do you like your job? Do you want a different one?
Yes, I love my job a lot, and
Good.
that's reason why
What
I
is
try
your job?
my job in logistics. It's my own
Cool.
it's my own business, and that's the
Yeah,
reason I try to learn English for my develop my job in future. Yes,
absolutely.
I hope I can use English for my job in the future, and I can expand my business in some country. Yes.
That'd be so cool. I'm sure. Absolutely. Very good for you.
Yes.
And let me see. Raul, what about you? Do you like your job? Do you want a different one?
Actually, I don't work, but I am a student. I have a bachelor degree in mechanical engineering, and actually, I applied for
I applied.
applied for postgrad in the university.
Cool. That's great. And once you finish your postgraduate, do you have any idea what you might want to do? What kind of job you might want to have?
Yes, I like work in the aerospace industry
Cool.
near the Querétaro in the Mexico, and maybe the energy sector, but I don't know.
But you have lots of
Well,
options. You have lots of interests. That's great. Good for you, Raul.
thank you.
And let me see. Victoria, what about you? Do you like your job? Do you want a different
Yes.
job?
I don't want to change my job because I like it. I saw night clothes and sport clothes for my
And you
friends.
design them, right?
Yes, and
Yeah.
I design.
It's a very cool job. That's
It's very
awesome.
interesting.
Absolutely. Good for you. Well, okay, guys. Let me see. I think I have one more. Hi, Munira. Munira. And Munira. Okay. Well, okay, guys. Well, Hi, Munira.
Yes.
How are you?
Hi. Fine, thank you. How are you too?
Yes, I'm doing well. Thanks for asking. How do I say your first name? Is it Munira?
Munira. It's M.
Munira.
First M.
Okay. Cool. Munira, where are you from?
Saudi Arabia.
Nice. And Munira, we're just talking about job interviews and applications. So I was asking everybody, do you like your job? Do you want a different job? So what about you? Do you like your job? Do you want a different one?
I don't have a job right now.
Okay. Do you want a job? Do you want to work
Yes, I want.
in the future?
Yes,
Excellent.
I want it to be soon.
Yeah, I'm sure. Well, okay, guys. Well, I'm going to share my screen with you, and we are going to take a look at this article that gives us some advice about applying for a job. So, Alejandro, why don't you read the title of this out loud for me?
Sorry, can you repeat, please?
Yeah, can you read the title?
Oh, yeah. They don't use a general resume.
Resume. Alejandro, what is a resume? What kind of information goes on a resume?
It's like a CV.
Yeah, it's a CV. And what kind of information goes on a CV?
Okay. Your information, your skills. Where did you study?
Yeah, your educational and professional experience,
Yeah.
right? And background. Very
Yeah.
good. And here, actually, let me see. Alperen, could you read this first sentence out loud?
Make your resume fit well with each job you apply for.
Good. So James is giving us some advice, right, Alperen? What is he saying in this first sentence?
Resume.
Yeah, what is his opinion? What should you do with your resume?
Each job different resume.
Yeah. That you should make small changes to your resume for each job that you apply for, right? So it's more customized for each position. Good. And Munira, could you read this next
Yes.
sentence out loud?
Don't just send one resume for every job.
Yes. So what is James's advice to not do? What does he say not to do?
Not send the resume for every job. Not
Not
for
to
every
send the
job.
same resume, right? Like if you're
Yeah.
applying
Yeah.
for a
Yeah.
programming position and a development position, don't send the same resume. Good. And Trung, can you read this next sentence out loud?
Yes. Change change each time to fit each job.
Yeah, so what is James saying here to do? What advice is he giving?
If it talk about with the every job and you need to different resume.
Resume. You need a different resume for each job, right? You need to change.
Not the
Make
same.
little changes, right? Exactly, not the same. You've got it. Good. So let's see. Raul Eduardo, when should you change your resume?
Each time
you apply for a new job.
Yeah, you've got it.
The 4 options.
Thank you. And Victoria, send a new resume.
For every job.
Perfect. Excellent job, guys. 100%. Well done. So what I want us to do now is I want us to come back here and I want us to express our opinions. So my question is, do you agree with James? Would you change your resume for each job application? What do you think? So let's see. Alejandro, what about you? Do you agree with James?
Sorry, I don't remember
What
the
James said?
lesson. Yeah.
Okay. James.
The offers, that's not the same.
Yeah, because the position's not the same?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, that's it.
And Alperen, what do you think about this advice?
I agree for him because different jobs want to different skills, and we show the different own skills.
You have to highlight different skills for different jobs, right?
Yes.
Yeah, I think that's a really good point. Even if you just, like Alperen said, even if you just focus on the skills section, that would be a helpful change. Munira, what do you think? Munira?
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said, do you agree with James? Would you change your resume for each job application?
Yeah. Because every job is different.
That's a good point. And you want to make sure that your resume is customized, right?
Yes.
And Trung, what about you? What do you think about this?
I think it's a good good idea, and a good way for make the uh, the the company know understand and make it clear our ability. Yes, because I think every job need to the different skill, and we have to show which skill we need to in each job, and we should change resume for every job.
And Raul, what do you think?
I think it's necessary write the main goals for each job because the skills is different for because it's different for different jobs, and you need write why you mm,
Why you would be the best candidate for that job?
yes, that is
But it's not easy, right, Raul, to keep updating your resume, to apply for different jobs. Takes a lot of effort.
yes, is difficult because right for each job require very time to
Exactly.
redacting and write the correct information.
Absolutely. And Victoria, what do you think?
I agree with you must change your resume for each job, and I think you must describe your advantages and benefits for each dream job, and you can get it.
And then you can get it. Yeah, I mean, I think like Raul was saying, it's a lot of effort, but it could be worth it, like you're saying, Victoria. You know, if you get the job that you want in the end, then it's probably worth it. So now I want to ask you, do you need to update your resume? What is the hardest part of changing your resume? Or, you know, like making these small changes? Alejandro, what about you? Do you need to update your resume? And what's kind of like the hardest part?
I think the hardest part is talk a second idiom
Oh,
know, like
speaking a
this.
second language.
Yeah, speak a second language. Yeah, maybe I need to update my CV, my resume. Sorry.
It could be CV or resume. Either one's fine. And
Okay.
do you think that companies these days are looking for people who speak two languages? Do you think that's becoming more common?
Yeah. I think this is one of the many things that the companies
Yeah.
need. Yeah.
One of the many requirements these days.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Alperen, what about you? Do you need to update your resume, and what do you think is kind of hard about updating your resume?
I think hardest part is experience, because experience explaining very difficult, I think.
Yeah, I think it's hard to summarize, right? Your whole professional experience in just a couple of lines.
Yes.
It's really difficult. I agree. And Munira, what about you? Munira?
Yeah.
Do you
I
What'd you
found
say?
it difficult to change my resume. I found it difficult when I changed my resume every time.
Because
I don't know what to change and what to keep it like this. Yeah.
I agree. And Troon, what about you? Do you need to update your resume? What do you think is hard about updating your resume?
I never make the resume
You
before.
never even have to. You just started your own business, so you never even have to.
Yeah, and I think, but I don't do resume, but I want to make the resume in more detail, and
Yeah.
I want to it look
You have a
like
LinkedIn profile?
my appearance, and I need to make it clear, and I want to do a lot of things and learning a lot of things for a lot of things, and I can write a good resume, and
Great.
I think when the company see the resume with the many detail, and you have a good appearance, and it's easy for them to join you, I think.
Yeah,
And
to trust you, right? I
yes,
think so too.
I think
Do
it's very
you have?
important. Very important for a company, because it's the first time they don't work with you and they don't know who you are, and you need to the
Some
full
kind of
full.
portfolio, even,
Yes,
or
I
some
think
resume.
we not give writing a lot, but with a short and with the full thing, with the main thing. Yeah, I think we have to writing the main thing with the fully. Yeah.
Absolutely. And Raul, what about you? Do you need to update your resume? And what's the hardest part about updating your resume?
Yes, I need my CV, and the most difficult part is the write about my profile, the design of the paper, the colors. It's different because in the engineering, it's important to demonstrate we know about the knowledge learned in the school, because the work experience is low, is very
exactly.
basic.
I think that your first resume is definitely probably the most difficult one to make, because you have to justify that you're a good candidate even though you don't have any practical experience yet. So I know that that's a challenge in itself.
Yeah,
but I think that they
are
understand that.
projects.
Exactly. Focus on the projects that you did, the specializations that you have, and then just everybody has to start somewhere, so the companies will understand that.
Yeah, this is a main point.
And Victoria, what about you?
I
You
don't
need to
want.
update. You don't really need. You're kind of
I
like
don't
drunk.
want to. Yes, but I want to improve my communicate skills, because I work with customers, and I also want English and some in other languages, because I have customers from over the world.
All over the world. That's
Yes.
great. Good for you, Victoria. And do you have like social media presence where you like social media pages where you put your designs?
Yes, I have a profile in Instagram. It's my business page.
Good.
And
excellent.
I find my customers from Instagram.
That's great. Yeah, no, from Instagram. You had it right. Good. Well, excellent, guys. Well, I think that all of you guys are in a very good position, to start refreshing and updating your resumes. I know it's not easy, but I'm sure that you guys can do it. Does anybody have any questions for me about any vocabulary from class today? I don't know if you have questions about resumes in the US, if some of you are applying for jobs here. Anything that I can help you with?
I have a question.
Go ahead.
Where to use resume? Where to use CV?
So in the US, we use resumes, and I'm pretty sure that the biggest difference between a resume and a CV is that resumes have like a summary section, and I think a CV, and it's a little bit maybe like more of a narrative about your work experience, and I think a CV is more like a list of jobs and things that you've had. But I mean, it's quite similar. I would say in Europe and South America they use CVs, and here in the US we use resumes, but they're quite similar.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
I have a good
question.
Go ahead. What do you think about cover letter?
Yeah, so I think, in the US, I think that cover letters are pretty standard now. I think that most companies ask for them. And I mean, it's kind of like the resume that you have to update every time, because the cover letter is very specific for the job that you're applying for.
Okay.
So that's something that you have to update all the time to make sure that it's customized to fit. I know it can be a very annoying process these days, applying for jobs. That you would think it would be simpler now.
Okay. This is great. Thanks.
Awesome, guys. Well, it was so nice to have class with you guys. You all did an excellent job. And I will see you next time, okay, guys? Thanks so much.
Yes.
See you. Thank you, teacher.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.